So this section, I'm going to talk about a little bit about flying a plane. You've heard about a plane as a pilot, and the pilot knows a lot of stuff, how to handle it. But then a pilot alone is not the only thing that a plane needs, correct? A plane also needs a co-pilot. And the co-pilot is very often the person who receives various signals from the ground, from anywhere, whatever, and he or she is going to be really helping the pilot. So this is the same thing that we have in our body. We have a pilot system. Breathing system is a pilot system. We call it autopilot. Autopilot. Autopilot is what? That breath adjusts itself very easily with the situations that arise. It may be because of sickness, it may be because of some activity that is going on. Whatever may be the reason, but it adjusts. And this autopilot is great. But you know what? Anytime a plane flies from one place to the other, say for example, it's going to New York, going all the way to San Francisco, just a, or wherever it's going to go in the world, what happens is you have situation where it continues to be on one particular trajectory, but 90% of the time there's a constant adjustment needed. It's not on the track all the time. This is an interesting part that we see here, and that's why what we have to do is we have to know that how to correct ongoing ways in doing that. And so what what we are adjusting here is who's the, so we have a breath as a pilot. What is a co-pilot? I mean, pulmonary system in our center is the pilot, brain. Our co-pilot is the breath. So the breath has to be given certain adjustments, and we can adjust the breath so that we receive stimuli from the, say, from the center, from the ground. The ground crew sends a message up to the plane and the flight, and the co-pilot receives the messages, and the co-pilot handles it so that it can adjust the breathing pattern. So breath pattern is what we adjust. What does that mean, breath pattern? Breath pattern means amount of breath we take, how often you take, where do you take it, nose, belly, diaphragm, whatever the ways we are doing it, these are all details. Many times we get bogged down with details. We say, well, this is I know that this diaphragmatic breathing is better or nose breathing is better, but why? What makes you say that? How do you follow that? What is the message that you receive to make sure that you're back on track? Remember we said that flight has to constantly correct flight correction pathway. That is the co-pilot business, controlled by the breath. And the co-pilot gets the message from who? Our conscious brain. That is what conscious breathing is all about. So just honor the co-pilot and get to the conscious breathing to handle any situations you want.